Just one. I see you looking, but you hard to impress. If you find radio, if I drive nine, that's it's the Beyond the Burwell show. You gon' listen to what you feel, listen to she hot. Who you got for your radio? Got if you're entrepreneur, make a radio rock. From Atlanta to the Caymans, the internet came and out of East and the West, both loving what you're saying. And it's time to today. Feel like I'm a friend who's studying the love what you play. Out with the all time in the new Beat Drops Radio, Beat Drops Radio. You are tuned into the Bianca Burwell Show on the TheBeatDropsRadio, your top 40 pop and R&B station, the new beat of Atlanta. What's going on, Doug?
Hey, it's a wide open Wednesday on TheBeatDropsRadio.com. Looking forward to a good 2-hour back show. And then we got another show coming on at 7 tonight. So
yes, we do. Full Belly Radio. They will be in the building, and it looks like they have an interesting show, too. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. That is 7 to 9 p.m. tonight. Today, we're talking about some crazy, wild stuff. But on top of that, I love giving tips to small business owners. So we're going to be doing that. Savvy business techniques, valuable lessons learned from mistakes that other people have made, sports and layman's term. And I'm just, the things that some people do, sick, twisted minds, I swear for goodness, it doesn't make any type of sense. And Sister Girl was on TMZ. Have you ever seen her? She does all this cooking, like, you know, and she real candid, like, she'll cuss out the cameraman in a minute. She's going viral. Have you seen that?
no, I haven't.
Oh, my God, she was funny as all get out. So I want to talk about that, too, because she had me cracking up. She had this video on YouTube where how to feed 7 people with $3.10 or something like that. It just went viral. It blew up. So absolutely funny. We're going to talk about that and more. The calling number is 404-826-9223. Again, 404-826-9223 is the calling number. The listen line is 401-347-0418. If you want to see everything that's happening as it happens, just go to TheBeatDropsRadio.com, click on Watch Live. The Q&A box is open, and we'll receive your comments, questions, stuff like that. So keep it locked right here on the Bianca Burwell Show. I haven't played this song in a long time, Doug. And it's PJ Morton featuring Stevie Wonder, Only One. Keep it locked right here on the Bianca Burwell Show.
Got it.
Zone, Stone Mountain's premier state-of-the-art technology center, invites you to listen to today's hit music, enjoy refreshment, network, and plug into the World Wide Web in our relaxing atmosphere. Located in Northeast Atlanta, the Web Zone Cyber Cafe offers a convenient and enjoyable location to check your email, surf the internet, print, scan, fax documents, and make copies, all in one location. Visitors can connect to the internet using our high-speed computers and
125 comments.
assistance at no additional charge. Our 1,500 square feet cyber cafe is staffed with highly qualified and knowledgeable trainers. Ask about our mobile training for seniors program. We deliver up to 8 internet-ready computers to your community center and train seniors to effectively use the computer and safely surf the internet. Visit us online at www.thewebzoneatl.com or call 770-465-4000.
Not really.
No, nothing. Your segment. We just chit chats.
The Web Zone. Get away and get online.
What's going on, everybody? I know that was unorthodox, wasn't it? You are tuned into the Bianca Burwell Show on the TheBeatDropsRadio, your top 40 pop and R&B station, the new beat of Atlanta. I just want to chit chat with you for a minute, Doug. I haven't seen you in a little bit. I want to tell you is a couple things that's coming up that I am really, really excited about. We're going to be going to Chattanooga, Tennessee, September the 6th. That's on a Saturday. Yeah, next door. Their phone is just really loud. But September the 6th.
September the 6th.
September the 6th. That's on a Saturday. TheBeatDropsRadio.com and Inspired Images. We will be in Chattanooga, Tennessee at Mocha Restaurant and Music Lounge. That's at 511 Broad Street, located downtown Chattanooga. We are excited about this because this is something new for that area. And we're going to do a day party, if you will. It's a day party. And it's going to be from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Now, you ain't got to go home afterwards. You know, you can stay there. They are open. And it's a really nice place, though. It's really nice. They got like two bars, a VIP area, even a VIP entrance aside from like the regular entrance.
Where is it in Chattanooga?
Right downtown on Broad Street.
Okay.
And you can see. I mean, you're right by the water. I mean, it's really, really, really nice. And I just want to say thank you to Cherry and her mom, I believe Sharon. Hopefully I pronounced that right. For allowing us to select, agree to have it in that venue. We appreciated that. So we expect it to be a really good turnout. Tickets are available right now. If you are interested in getting tickets, purchasing tickets, just go to TheBeatDropsRadio.com, and right on the front page there, you can click. It says Get Tickets, and you can purchase tickets right there. Or just go to acousticcafe.eventbee, that's BEE.com, and tickets are available there. There are some limited early bird tickets for $12. Limited. Very, very limited. I mean 10. It's only 10. And then the general pricing is $15, and this is featuring Kelvin Turnbow and Friends. Great band. They are very talented, though. Very talented. And we're going to have some other talented artists that will be performing leading up to Kelvin Turnbow and Friends.
Sounds like a good time in Chattanooga.
Oh, yeah. And we're going to be streaming live and broadcasting. It's going to be live remote, and we're going to have some pay-per-view links.
Okay.
Yeah, we're coming up.
All right.
So I'm very happy about that. Those the pay-per-view tickets will be available soon. It'll be at the same URL. And again, that is acousticcafe.eventbee.com. Yep. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that. Everybody is actually. We have a team, a very strong team up there. They are live. They're excited for that. We got like about a team of 10 in Chattanooga. They're all like, they're excited. They're ready to rock.
That's cool. Russell spearheading that.
Yeah, Russell is spearheading that up there. He's doing a phenomenal job. I appreciate you, Russell Tyson. And of course, he still produces. He's the behind-the-scenes producer for the Inspire Talk radio show that airs here every Friday with D-Man, and he has a new co-host right now too. or guest host or something like that. Anyways.
Something new.
Yeah, they mix it up a little bit. They had a great show last week. They went over. I allowed them to go over about 20 minutes because the person they had on just his fans just was blowing up the phone back. I had never seen anything like that before. Not even when like Rodney Perry and Tommy Ford were here, man. I mean, it was ridiculous the amount of people that were calling. So I just wanted to make sure that he was able to feel them out. And of course, have a great experience here at TheBeatDropsRadio. So if you're an up-and-coming artist and you would like for your music to be considered for airplay, all you got to do is go to TheBeatDropsRadio.com. In the top right, in yellow, it says Submit Your Music. Click there, follow all the guidelines, and you might be on our new music.
It's just that simple.
Yeah, it's that simple. Now, I was mentioning to you over the break. They call her Sister Girl, but actually she goes by Aunt Faye. F-E-E, Aunt Fee. And she has some YouTube videos, okay? One of them is called Sweet Treat for the Kids. Sweet Treat for the Kids, okay? And she's gone viral. She's one of those that just talk straight up, though. I mean, she's like cussing out the cameraman, but not in a bad way. You know, she wants him to look at the food. And he sometimes pans and looks at her. As soon as she sees that camera, goes, don't be looking at me, mother. Beep, look at the food. I was done. When we go to the next break, man, I got to show you some of these videos. Aunt Fee, and that's, Auntie Fee, AUNTIEFEE. Sweet treat for the kids, because what she was making is not something that somebody else has. You know what I'm saying? She just has her own little stuff that she puts together. Yeah. He said, what you going to call it? She said, I don't know, damn it. There's something sweet for the kids. He said, well, what they supposed to say? Mama, make me some of that sweet stuff for the kids? She said, I guess you're right. But I love it. But she was on TMZ today, y'all. Realness. And she cussed Harvey out, too. And she also called him an old-ass white man. They were just cracking up.
She just lets it go, huh?
She does. There's no filter. I guess when you get to a certain age, there's no filter. Sometimes I deal with that with my mom. I be like, oh my God. Have you experienced that, man? Like with your relatives, do they have no filter?
You know, why not?
I can't say I'm looking forward to that because there are other things but you know, I still kind of say things, but I say it. I try to use as much tact as possible. How about that? I try to, at least. I try to have some tact, but sometimes some people just kind of push your hand a little bit. There's actually someone right now kind of pushing my hand, trying to be nice. I guess they kind of don't think I see what they're doing. I'm trying to, I'm trying to keep it all together. You know, I guess they haven't realized yet that this industry is really, really small. You know how they used to talk about the 6 degrees of separation?
Yes.
And that was before internet. Now it's maybe 2 at the most 3 degrees of separation between you and the next person.
Never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
At least 4 degrees.
Because at this point, it's like, when you know so many people, between yourself and Will Smith is 3 degrees. Between yourself and Jada, it's 3 degrees. Yourself and man, a whole bunch of it's not as much as people as it used to be. And so I said that to say this. In business, now I know I'm jumping ahead, but I'm not gonna. But in business, we all have to be careful of the things that we say, and especially if it's not coming from a good place. People can tell if you're actually saying something to help or if you're saying something or doing something to harm. We know this, so I'm just saying. I just had to put that in there, and I know that individual knows exactly who I'm talking to, and that's all the time you're going to get. So at any rate, we got a lot of stuff coming up. Hey, I had an experience that just took place. I want to let everybody know.
Not an out-of-body experience.
No, not at all.
Not moving the physical to the spiritual.
No, I haven't.
No OBE?
No OBE as of recently.
Okay.
I haven't. Yeah. But You know when you're looking in Career Builder or all, you know, these other what's it, Monster, you know, these little job, do they call them job search engines or something? Is that what they do?
Pretty much, yeah. Search aggregators or whatever.
Something like that. Okay. So sometimes I look at little things that I can do to, you know, from home or something to kind of, you know, fill in some time. I got some time coming up that I'm not going to be doing too much. And I saw this ad for a personal assistant, you know, to do stuff at home. Scam, scam, scam. These people, and I thought they were done doing stuff like this, Doug. They send you, I mean, it had no appearance of that, because I've seen that scam before. You know, people send a check to you, and you go and cash it, and you're supposed to go buy other stuff and send them a remainder and keeping them out for yourself, that crap.
Right.
It had no appearance of that, right? Had the whole website. I mean, everything was great. And then a knock on my door. FedEx. I said, I didn't order nothing. I open the door, I look at it, and I'm like, what is this company? Open it up, and I look, and lo and behold, it's a fake cashier's check for $4,365.10. I said, here we go again. And I had to think for a minute, like, why would somebody be sending this crap? Got on the internet. I said, I'll be doggone. It's the same freaking scam warmed over to try to look more legitimate. I think that Career Builder needs to like scan things. Am I saying the right word?
Yeah.
They need to do that
I know
a
what you're
little
saying. Scan. I know what you're saying.
You know, they need to like review it and make sure that it's an actual
Screen.
legitimate. Thank you. That's what I'm
call
looking for.
screener.
They need to screen those jobs or so-called jobs a lot better. That is something that I would have expected to see on Craigslist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you had those type of situations take place?
I haven't had the magnitude knocking at my house, but man, you get all that stuff online, but something comes to you. I get a lot with like eBay, the phishing stuff. You know,
Yeah.
trying to get you. I got something the other day. It was just very, very similar to that, where you've been approved and here's this, all that stuff.
Right. Crazy. I don't know, man. It's just it just seems like people never tire of trying to get somebody for their time and money. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I was like, come on, man. There is no legitimate company that's going to send you a check for $4,000 nothing and hope that you send something back. Really? You send somebody a legitimate check made out to them for $4,000. Good luck, because typically what happens with those situations, if you've never seen something like this, and they had all kinds of stuff. I remember shortly after moving to Atlanta, that was rampant. That they would have so-called jobs for people to print out checks. Do you remember that back in the day?
Yeah.
They wanted people to print out checks, but they were like fake. They wanted you to go get this whole certain kind of printer and certain kind of paper to print out these checks. And, you know, at that time, you know, people weren't the wiser. They would get these checks. I mean, they would apply for a job, get a check. They'd go and cash it at either their bank or a cash checking or check cashing place where they would pay a percentage. And the person who ends up getting burned is you. It's your name on there. And the account itself is not valid. You know, they run the numbers, they're like, this is not valid. Or if they go ahead and cash it anyway, you're on the hook for the however much money, and all you did was just, is that laundering? That's not really laundering money. That's fraud.
Pretty much.
That's straight up fraud. I don't know. I just thought that they were done with this, but I guess not. People are always trying to sit there. It seems like if you put as much energy into like your own business as you do in trying to scam and you know, commit fraudulent crimes, somebody's supposed to be all right. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but that just seems like a lot of time and energy to waste. So I just want to put that out there. Y'all be careful, especially if you're going on Career Builder, because they are not screening a damn thing. Golly. Just saying. Just want to let y'all know. And you know what else, too? It is some of these jobs, like before I started the station, I was applying for, and you and I mentioned it. What is the deal with all these tests that they want you to take? What's the deal with that?
I don't know. I'm trying to get the right candidate, I guess, but just like a stall.
It's just a time waster. If I take all these tests And some of them I did before it took like an hour to go through hundreds of questions, you know, and all this other kind of stuff. And I'm like, why am I taking these tests? What happened to the days of you apply, you go interview, and they make a decision whether they want you or not, and then they will put you through the testing. They're like, oh, okay, we like this person. It was like that when I was hired for a very popular chain here.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, where you interview and then you meet face to face and then they do the test.
Yeah.
Because that could save a lot of time.
Exactly. Like, why do you got all these hundreds of people taking test after test after test, and you're not connected with them? That could have been the prime candidate that you're looking for, but you're making them chase their tail, if you will, by taking this freaking test, and then they hear nothing. That's why a lot of folks really don't want to go through the whole situation. I mean, in a way, it's good as far as being able to search for jobs online, but it's a gift and a curse, because then they can just, you know, have the candidate they want, but they have to go through the motions of making all these other people apply, but they already know that they're going to hire John. They already know. So you make all these thousands, because really at this point, it's like when a job becomes available, thousands of people are applying. You know, I don't know. This seems like a time waster. We're going to talk about the box office numbers, because I still haven't seen Get On Up, and I do want to see it, and I want to see Guardians. Have you seen that? Have you seen that? Man.
Notables.
I can't wait. I'm looking
So
forward to it.
So I'm not really helping the box office numbers there.
Not at all. Not at all. But straight ahead, we have sports in layman's terms and some other crazy stuff that I've been seeing going on in the news. Keep it like right here. Latch, and featuring Sam Smith Discussion. I miss my son. This is just too far away.
It's a pretty good little book Lamar did.
confident and successful. Simply put, choose to live nice. We designed limited edition products to raise $1 million for anti-bullying education in schools across America. Come on, fellas! Visit an Office Depot store or visit OfficeDepot.com/together. Live kind, love everyone, move together against bullying.
Have a great personality, connect well with people, and an idea that you know would make a great show, then contact the Beat Drops Radio and email your news, links, website, and contact information to the Beat Drops Radio page. Set up a appointment today. As we are gearing up to be here and expanding our network to include interesting, creative, fun, original, and captivating shows, and this just might be it. We are family-friendly, top 40 pop and R station located in the Atlanta area. Now, if you don't live in the Atlanta area and have really fun shows, we have time slots available for you too. Don't delay and email us today at TheBeatDropsRadio@gmail.com.
My life is full of statistics. The thing is, I could have jumped out of school and become one myself. But I didn't, because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's 1 every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
You know the music! Doug Raven!
Time to put to you in layman's terms with your Beat Drops Radio sports update. A lot of little stories going around, so we'll get right to it. Ludacris, musician, rapper, artist from the ATL. Chris, he likes to do a lot of Instagram posts. You ever seen some of his posts where he says, "That's Ludacris," hashtag?
I've seen one. I haven't been following him.
Well, he doesn't follow you back, probably. But what Luda's been doing is he likes to send pictures with "That's Ludacris" on it, right?
Yeah.
So he took a shot at former NFL player Adam Pac-Man Jones. He had a picture of Pac-Man in a neck brace, and then other pictures of Pac-Man with women in swimsuits on his shoulders.
Seriously?
And he says, "Now that's Ludacris." Well, Adam Pac-Man Jones, who's notorious for being a kind of a roughhouser, doing a lot of things, he basically came back with Ludacris saying, basically, "Nice post. Now when I see you, I'm going to kick your ass. Now post that. P-U-S-S-Y."
No!
So Adam's going on. So,
why did they have to get violent so quickly?
well, he took a shot at him with the picture, so he got going. Keyword is back today, man. Tiger Woods is having back issues, but it turns out that he may be playing in this upcoming PGA. He's flown out to the course, getting tests done because he had to pull out from the tournament last week.
Yeah.
But he might be able to play in the PGA coming up, which is a well-known tournament. Blake Griffin last month actually pulled out of Team USA's what's going on now is a World Cup men's basketball team. He decided to pull out. A lot of key players are playing in that. A lot of key players aren't going to get into that. But he decided to pull out because he was having back issues. Well, it's diagnosed today that his back wasn't fractured, doesn't have a hairline. His back is okay. He just wants to rest up. So his back is good. Now, what happened a few days ago, and I obviously haven't been in the studio in a while, what happened in Indiana Pacers' Paul George as he broke his leg in the scrimmages with the FIBA Team USA thing.
You hate to see that, man.
Yeah,
It was just, I heard it was like really, when I saw it, they had blurred out his leg, but I gathered from the reaction that it was extremely gruesome.
You know, they said it was. It was kind of like the Kevin Ware.
That was terrible.
So, unfortunately, he's getting, a lot of people are reaching out to Paul George. Floyd Mayweather came, visited in the hospital. A few other people have.
That's nice.
So, yeah, it's something good. I don't know how things go on with him and T.I. But we're not, no more Floyd Mayweather talk. Not until September 13th when he fights in his rematch. But Paul George is out. But, some good news coming out of that Team USA. What that is the World Cup in basketball. That starts August 30th. So we're going to have a little bit of NBA basketball players, international team. A lot of these players will probably be put on Olympic teams. Some won't. Right now they're down to 16 players. Now some well-known players aren't playing. Obviously Blake Griffin, LeBron James. I'll talk about him in a second. And some other players like Durant aren't on the team. There's a lot of great talent that are on the team.
Okay.
And not every player from this team is going to be on the Olympic team. So basically, it's an international basketball tournament, not taken in regards as high as the Olympics, but it's still something to watch in mid-August.
Yeah.
There's nothing else going on.
Nothing else.
So it turns out that Derrick Rose is playing, and he's back, and he's playing really well. They said he's up to top elite form. So despite what happened to Paul George, Derrick Rose obviously having 2 leg injuries and a knee injury. He's playing up. They say he's playing to he's back into his elite form, which is good news to hear, Derrick and Bull fans.
Are they sure?
They say he's gone out of control.
He was like good before. I mean, coming back from the 1 injury, then he went right back out.
I'm just saying, in the tournaments, they're just saying he's playing really well.
All right.
I don't know. You don't know until he tweaks it. But right now, he's playing better than normal. Maybe they're overhyping it, but he's as good as advertised.
All right. Well,
one person is, and obviously we said Blake Griffin's not playing. Now, Kevin Love has not actually, at the trade between Cleveland and Minnesota hasn't happened yet. The rumors are there's a handshake agreement. Nothing can execute in the trade. I think there's like a month off till they can make movement again. There's like a period where they can't make trades. They're talking.
Okay.
He's noticeably not playing in the FIBA international practices. And again, that tournament starts. But there's a lot of well-named players playing in that. Spoke about LeBron James earlier. He finally met his new head coach.
Oh, okay.
And big buzz about LeBron James now is he's lost 10 pounds.
What's going on with that?
He's done a no-carb diet, lost some weight, and pictures on Instagram, so he looks a little bit different.
Interesting.
So who knows what's up with that?
Weight.
Everybody's either speculating this is good, bad, or whatever. He's been traveling a lot. He went to Brazil for the World Cup after he signed with Cleveland. So he's been made the announcement. So who knows if it's a thing or if he's just chilling or losing weight. But it appears his weight loss, and I'm reading more about that.
Okay, well, I mean,
the other rumor is he doesn't have to play as rugged or as post because they get Kevin Love. That's Kevin Love's job. So maybe that's another. Everybody's speculating things. So
well, trimming, tightening up a little bit. That's all right. That's not a bad thing. 10 pounds is not bad.
I don't think so. The man was what? He was 240 is a truck, man. I'm 240, 230. I don't think you can really, give or take.
I mean, I need to shave like 30, 40 myself.
Yeah. So
I'll take 10.
Take 10 pounds and take it somewhere else.
Just saying.
The San Antonio Spurs have hired Becky Harmon as one of their new assistant coaches. She's the second female to actually be an assistant coach in the NBA, so that's kind of big, cutting edge.
Really cool.
Really cool. She used to play. She's had a historic college career as well as a WNBA career, and she's been in coaching. She played in the WNBA, the San Antonio Stars. So Coach Popovich and the San Antonio Spurs have hired her on as an assistant coach.
Congratulations to her, man.
Yeah, so she's the second female that's ever been able to have that role as an assistant.
I'm glad to hear that.
So that just went down today. Now, another crazy thing, we talked about Ludacris and his beef, Pac-Man Jones beef.
Yeah.
All right. Cleveland Browns. Remember back in the day, the Cleveland Browns moved to Baltimore, and the Browns didn't have a team for 3 years, and there's a big outrage in Northeast Ohio. A historic program, the Cleveland Browns. And there was a lot of hatred for Baltimore from Cleveland because they stole their team.
Yeah.
And Art Modell, the evil owner, moved the team out of Cleveland. The man's passed away a couple of years ago, but he's still hated by a lot of people because of that move. Even though the Browns had a team since the last 19 years, they have a team back in Cleveland.
Right.
And Cleveland's got some good things going on with LeBron coming back and Johnny Manziel. So, well, turns out that 61-year-old Paul Surbrew of Franklin, Ohio, went over to Art Modell's grave in Baltimore and urinated on his grave.
Are you kidding me?
And put it up on YouTube.
Are you serious?
So finally they have filed charges, and he may get up to 2 years in prison or a $500 fine for this misdemeanor. Now, if he were, at the time, if this would have happened 19 years ago, he probably would have been embraced in Cleveland, right? Because they just but
come on, man.
It's 19 years.
That's a bit much. You ain't got to be urinating on the freaking grave. All right, you don't like him. Cool.
Right.
He's dead. He's dead.
Right.
Just Golly, people with these video cameras, man. I don't know what was he thinking? That everyone was gonna like it was gonna go viral and that was gonna be a
Well, I thought he'd be revered because even people that don't like, and he's not liked by a lot of people. Don't get me wrong. Art Modell, rest in peace or rest in hell, wherever you want to say he's resting. He was not revered, but it's 19 years, man.
Golly, get over it.
Exactly.
Jeez, that's some crazy stuff right there. All right.
New implications coming out of the baseball world. Earlier last year, we talked about Anthony Bosch with the BioClinic Biogenesis. He was selling enhancements and steroids and all kinds of stuff to baseball players, and they had a short list of players.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out the DEA finally he turned himself over to the DEA recently, and he's got a whole other list of baseball players that are going to be on that list. So now people are getting a little nervous. So more players are going to get named to be tied with that. But
God,
so that whole thing is reported by TJ Quinn out of ESPN. So that list is going to be out to the public shortly. So there'll be some more baseball players who have fought from this clinic and reputations.
Right now.
Exactly, nervous people. We talked a little bit about cameras, and unfortunately right now I don't have HBO. But HBO every year, I think this is the 10th year they've done it. It's called Hard Knocks. And what Hard Knocks is they go inside one NFL football camp, and they follow, right now the summer training camps are going on. Rookies are in practice, and players are fighting for spots. Teams are in pads or training. Then they'll have the exhibition season, then we start the NFL next month. Well, the rookie camps it's just the NFL camps. They're pretty heated, Well, the Hard Knocks goes behind the scenes, reality TV. One year they did the Dallas Cowboys, or they've done the Cincinnati Bengals. Well, this year they're doing the Atlanta Falcons.
Are they?
They're doing an air show, and it looks like they've had about 2 or 3 fist fights and breakouts going on. So they're calling it Hard Knocks in the ATL. Unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to see it yet, but it's going to be rebroadcast on HBO. So that's something we'll keep a local flavor. But
does it say like when it'll be rebroadcast? We do have HBO.
HBO Go tonight, actually.
Tonight?
Yeah. So
I'm going to check that.
It's called Hard Knocks, and you just check it out on HBO Go or HBO. Or I think it runs every Tuesday night, I believe. Not sure on the date, but once a week. But then HBO Go, obviously, you can watch stuff and stream. But I'm curious from Atlanta Falcon perspective. It gets behind the scenes, and some people are mugging for the cameras.
Yeah.
Coach Mike Smith has had to break up a couple fights, and you would think everybody thought that the Atlanta Falcons, because we're all under it here in Atlanta, but they're more the most business savvy, laid back team. They're not they don't have controversy like Cleveland and Johnny Manziel or the Dallas Cowgirls, Cowboys, whatever you want to call what's going on, or the Bengals. But you put a camera in front of people, ain't no telling what they're going to do.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff comes out. You don't see like I don't know. Is that the representative is like are they trying to give people what they think they want?
I think it's a combination of both. I mean, I like the fact I love documentaries and I love seeing behind the scenes stuff.
I do too.
Because sometimes you want to know that it's real, and it's not like reality TV, scripted reality TV. Because there's a point where
it just seems like they shouldn't even put the word reality and scripted in the same freaking sentence.
Well,
it's either reality or it's scripted.
Exactly. So that's your sports updates in layman terms. I'm actually going to be a little bit fired up to watch the World Cup international basketball because hell ain't nothing else on. So until football starts, so I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. I guess that's tiding everyone over right now. It's tiding everyone over.
Hopefully nobody else gets injured.
Yeah, that's terrible. You hate to see people's livelihood be jeopardized like that. I mean, of course they want to be a part, they want to do a good job, but when you see something like that happen, that's just terrible.
So, I mean, especially for the Indiana Pacer fans, they go from losing Lance Stevenson and Paul George, their top 2 scorers, to, hey, don't think they're going to be favored to win the East this year.
No, it doesn't look that way, but...
And the way Derrick Rose is playing?
Never know.
Never know. It might be Chicago.
Well, I do want to say I am happy for Derrick Rose. I'm not trying to say that I'm not happy for him. I'm happy for him. It's just,
you want to wait and see. I understand.
I'm gonna wait.
To be determined.
That is a definite determined type situation. Because good gracious, man, get your hopes up, and then I'm back and I'm out.
Right.
All right, dude.
All right.
That was cool.
That's
I appreciate that.
Put it to your layman's terms.
Keep it locked right here on the Bianca Burwell Show. Crisscross jump.
Okay, we'll finish this conversation.
I saw him make it out this town. It's about so is Big Brothers Big Sisters. Many lives live in single parent, low income, military families. Too many, especially those still waiting. Volunteer starts. Big Brothers Big Sisters alumni starts.
You are tuned into the Bianca Burwell Show on the TheBeatDropsRadio, your top 40 pop and R&B station, the New Beat of Atlanta. The call number is 404-826-9223. Again, 404-826-9223. Call in number. I'm sorry. Had something on in the background. So, Doug, you had an opportunity to look at Auntie Faye, or Fee, F-E-E. Fee, right?
You gotta get it right.
Yeah. I don't want to get cussed out. So, you had an opportunity to see that. We looked at a few videos. Sweet Treats for Kids was one of them. And how to feed 7 people for $3.35. What's your impression of Auntie Fee?
I think she's awesome. She got good stage presence. She's entertaining, and she just fries everything up in a frying pan. Literally.
Yeah. She is funny as all get out.
No play.
No. And like, she's serious?
Yeah, no, it's not like she's just cracking, being loud, just cussing for the sake of cussing.
Right. Yeah.
You know, people like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know some folks that just cuss just for the heck of it. But the way that she was talking is just a normal type of conversation. And I alluded to this earlier. She was on TMZ. What's his name? Harvey
Levin or something.
Levin? Okay. So, Harvey Levin, in case you don't know him, I don't know anybody who doesn't, he has a show, TMZ, and it's also a blog, I guess you say, gossip site. And they were the ones that broke the whole thing with Donald Sterling and all of that. He's worked hard. He's a lawyer, and also he is a part of people's sports stuff. You know, like when they're coming back, they go outside to him, and he gets people's opinions on the street. Harvey. So at any rate, I don't know why he called her sister girl. But anyway, Auntie Fee was on his show today, and she was in this lunch truck, and he was asking her, you know, what do you do? I mean, all these people have gravitated towards you. Your videos have gone viral. You know, smart people, this is what he said, smart people have an idea of something that they want to do. So do you have an idea of what it is that you want to do? I can't say what she said, but she was pretty candid. And then she said, you know, in the beginning, she wanted her own restaurant. She wanted to own. She said, but now I don't want to own my own restaurant. All I want to do is just show people. I just want to show people. And they was beeping out. They had the beep button ready because they already knew it. They was blurring their mouth out. But she was just talking candidly, and they already knew that's how she was. So she said, she just wants to show people. So they said, oh, so you want to just do a TV show, which is probably better because a lot of restaurants, new ones, don't make it. She said, yeah, well, you know, some people have a problem with the way I cook. So I'll just show people. I'll just show the people. So y'all check out Auntie, A-U-N-T-I-E, space, B, F-E-E. Check her out. Look some of the videos.
Tell us what you think.
Yeah, let us know what you think about that. She is fun. To me, she's funny because she's like a relative that, you know, if you don't want to know the truth, that's the one you don't ask, if you don't want to know the truth. But she's straight up, she shoots from the hip, and she's funny as all get out to me. So I like her videos. And I just was introduced to her not long ago. Somebody had put something up on Facebook. And I was like, it was the Feed 7 People one. I was like, what? And I was on the floor crying the first time I saw the video. So it was no shock to me. When I saw she was on TMZ today, I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about right. So that was real cool. I alluded to this also before with the box office stuff. I hadn't had a chance to go and see Guardians of the Galaxy, but I do want to go and see that because it looked like it's a really good movie. At least the promotions. Would you agree? The promotions would have been like off the chain.
No, promotions have been out there.
You know, it's been off the chain. So Of course, that's the latest from, I believe it was Disney and Marvel Studios or whatever. And the launch they had was just ridiculous. It's the biggest opening for a film release, and basically they're saying August is not really the best month for movies to be released, right? And the previously held record was by The Bourne Ultimatum. You remember that whole little series? Would you go ahead?
Yeah, I just there's more, at least three videos, right?
The movies.
Three movies, I mean. Yeah.
Movies. Yeah, I get trilogy, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
69.2 million is what in 2007. So they just blew. Their projections were about 72 to 73 million is what they projected that they would make. Well, they blew that out of the park, and Guardians of the Galaxy came in at 94 million, and 66.4 million came internationally. Lucy, have you seen Lucy? The promos for Lucy?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
I really have. I mean, I heard kind of it, but I hadn't seen the promotions like I seen the Guardians of the Galaxy.
I've seen the promo for Lucy actually just as much.
Really? Man, I had 18.3 million, and 5.1 million of that came internationally. Get On Up came in at number 3. They collected 14 million. Number 4 is Hercules, $10.7 million box office numbers. Now this is from Friday to Sunday, and they picked up 10.7 million. And international dollars, interesting. I wonder why they wouldn't have added that in there. 14.2 million, unless that's a typo. Dawn of the Planet Apes is still hanging in there.
I haven't seen it yet.
Man, that's a good movie. I'm trying to tell you.
Was it coming out of Hulu?
I don't think it'll be on Hulu anytime soon. but maybe Redbox. Maybe Redbox.
I should say.
But Dawn of the Planet Apes, number 5, 8.7 million, and they've raked in since they've been out 47.5 million. Number 6, Planes, Fire and Rescue, 6.4 million. Number 7, The Purge. The Purge Anarchy. Do you remember the first one?
Yeah, well, I saw that.
Did you see
that one?
Yeah, I did. I saw the first one. I haven't seen this one yet. What are you thinking?
Stupid.
Stupid movie?
Yeah, personally.
You think they're like, some people like really think, well, obviously somebody thinks like that. They made a freaking movie.
You made another one too. But
yeah. Yeah, The Purge Anarchy, 5.5 million. Number 7, they came in 5.5 million. And 8.1 since they released internationally. Sex Tape came in at 3.5 million. That's number 8. Number 9, And So It Goes, 3.3 million. They've only made 650,000 internationally. Would that be considered a flop? I know they had to spend more than $3 million making a movie. Just saying.
Yeah.
And number 10, A Wanted Man, 3.3 million, 30,000 internationally. So that's how the box office numbers shaped up. I still haven't seen, like I said, Get On Up. I'm looking forward to seeing that, and Guardians of the Galaxy. Decisions you have to make. Jeez.
You'll figure it out.
I just hate spending money at the freaking movie. The only time I really go, though, seriously, because I never pay full price, the only time I go is when like Groupons are available at Studio Movie Grill. And I like Studio Movie Grill. That's not plugged, and I'm not getting paid for it. But I like Studio Movie Grill because of the stadium seating. There's no bad seat in the house except for unless you're extremely, way up front in the first row. I don't even understand why.
It's a good concept because you get the food,
yeah,
you get the beer, drink, and
yeah, you can drink and stuff. And you know what? The one that I went to close by me in Duluth, they have a DJ on Friday nights now. I walked in. I mean, they already got like this bar in there and a waiting room, that you can wait for your movie to start. But I looked over. I was thinking to myself, wow, the music's really loud today. And I looked over in the corner, and it's a DJ, and they were wobbling. It was like a club, a freaking Studio Movie Grill. I'm not mad at them. I mean, I'm sure that you have to do certain things to attract people to come, and it might be people there. I'm pretty sure it's people there that they just came just for the DJ and drinks because they had like the almost like a sports bar kind of feel where the movie screen. I mean, not movie screens, but the flat screens had like news, sports, and other stuff up. So I guess they're just trying to cater to that crowd that doesn't want to drive all the way downtown to a sports bar.
No, exactly.
So I'm not mad at you guys. I mean, actually, that's really a great idea. So you can capture that audience right there. But that's the only time I really go is when I Groupons. Have you used Groupons before?
Yeah.
Do you like use them to go to movies, or do you like just various stuff?
I've used them to go. I've done movies and like car stuff or dental stuff.
They have dental stuff?
Well, I did a cleaning.
Wow, I didn't know they had dental stuff. I saw restaurants.
Mostly, restaurants, just all kinds of stuff.
That's cool. Well, I like using them just for the movies. And they used to be like now they're $6, but they used to at that $6 price used to include one drink. They said to hell with everybody, you're buying all your drinks. It's still $6 though. So, but anytime they have like promotions or sales and stuff like that, I make sure that I jump in there to try to, take advantage of that, because I know it's not going to be for long. Now, this is a crazy story. I got a few of them that I want to hit before we get to tips to build small businesses, savvy techniques and things of that nature. I saw this post, and this happened earlier this year. It's absolutely crazy. 2 men, including one who worked as an IT specialist at a Connecticut school, were arrested for sexually abusing cows in New York. How crazy is that? Michael Jones, 35, of Ilion, New York, and Reed Fontaine, 31, of Connecticut, were charged in this ridiculous crime. The owner, apparently in Herkimer, New York, he set up a surveillance camera at his barn because he was trying to figure out why in the world are my cows appearing anxious. It's like, what's wrong with them? So he put up a video camera so he can see what's going on. So the owner contacted the police after the video revealed that the cows were being sexually abused. This is actually crazy. So an investigator revealed that Michael Jones, 35, agreed to record Fontaine, 31, as he attempted to have sexual contact with several of the animals. Both men were arrested and charged with 1 count each of sexual misconduct, which apparently is a misdemeanor. They were released on an appearance ticket. Fontaine, sorry, man. Fontaine, he worked as an IT network specialist for the Farmington Public Schools for 6 months. He's there for 6 months. And according to the superintendent, the former employee did not provide instruction to students, nor did he have responsibilities involving direct student contact. As a IT network specialist, all he was supposed to do was, the maintenance of the district's technology infrastructure and hardware. That's what he was supposed to be doing. During his background checks, though, the school discovered that Fontaine had no previous arrests. But that's the thing. You can do background checks, but if they've never gotten caught, nothing's going to come up. You just don't know. You have to wait until they do stupid stuff like go to farms and try to have sex with cows.
Some crazy stuff.
Oh my God, that's crazy. So the Board of Education and school district place student safety, of course, at the highest priority. So once they learned about the arrest, they took immediate action. So that's great. I'm glad they did that. But what about the cows? What about the cows, the poor cows? Now, do they go through counseling? Do they get help?
Yeah, what about the cows?
What about the cows? Another story that I saw that I was like, seriously? This woman was a 38-year-old woman in Scotland, okay? She told doctors that she was suffering from shaking, incontinence, and severe weight loss. It turned out to be a sex toy stuck inside her vagina. Are you serious? It had been there for 10 years now. How do you not know for 10 years?
We'll leave that alone.
How did you not know? The woman, they're saying she has normal intelligence. She's not a special individual, no
Special needs.
problems, Told doctors that she used the 5-inch toy in a drunken sexual encounter a decade ago and didn't remember whether she took it out or not. Did I take that thing out? No. Maybe. So by the time the surgeons found it, the toy's effects were potentially life-threatening. It had caused a bladder blockage that was forcing urine to go back up into her kidneys, and had also created a vesicovaginal fistula, whatever that is, which is a tract that causes urine to flow into the vagina. Crazy. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on. If you wasn't sure, then how about you just go get checked? You wait 10 years? You had to know that something wasn't right. And I'm pretty sure that she's had sex between 28 and 38. Something had to, like, not be right. And if you look on our Facebook fan page, you will see the promo for this show. And I have a picture up there of the x-ray that they did on this 38-year-old woman of the toy, and they circled it quite nicely for you, so you can see exactly where it is. Doug, man, come on. How do you not know? How do you not know? You couldn't have been comfortable. You had to do. There's something going on.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
I don't know, man. People just do absolutely the craziest stuff. So I don't even know what else to say on that matter. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I do. But when you do stupid stuff like that, you almost deserve it. So hopefully she'll have a good recovery. Good God. Keep it locked right here on the Bianca Burwell Show. Straight ahead, we have tips for small businesses. You know, savvy techniques, things of that nature, that we're going to be giving to you right here on the Bianca Burwell Show. Again, the call-in number is 404-826-9223. And you want to see everything that's happening, go to TheBeatDropsRadio.com, click on Watch Live, and the Q&A box is open so you guys can see exactly what is going on and join in with the conversation show. Keep it locked right here on
is that single parent, low income, too many kids, especially adults, are still waiting for the big volunteer or donate. Start something. Big Brothers Big Sisters alumni, please start something. Big Brothers Big Sisters.
You are tuned into the Bianca Burwell Show on the TheBeatDropsRadio with your top 40 pop and R&B station, a new beat of Atlanta. The calling number is 404-826-9223. Again, 404-826-9223. The listen line is 401-347-0418. If you want to see everything that's happening as it happens, just go to TheBeatDropsRadio.com, click on Watch Live. The Q&A box is open, and feel free to chit-chat with us. Dougie Fresh, we are going to be talking about and giving some business tips. Mine is coming from Women for Business. I saw this, and I usually look at stuff and kind of give my opinion on whether or not, especially if I've done it before. You know what I mean?
I know.
Not at all.
I do know what you mean.
Okay, just check. So, as I read through, I was like, you know what? It's some great points. I'm not hearing some great points too, but I like learning from people's mistakes, especially now, because we've all dealt with certain situations where it's like, dang, if I had done it, if I knew. So some of these I had to agree with. When you're a young entrepreneur and you're starting out and you're listening to a lot of advice from other people, you are, because you don't really know exactly which way to go. So one of the first mistakes is being too cheap, Do you agree?
Well, I agree.
Too cheap. Trying not to spend money on nothing. That is not the best way to go. Because you have to spend money. You got to get a business license. And it also depends on what type of business that you're in. Another thing, in talking with Topher, with her battle, when we had her on the show, the battle, trademark battle with Tyler Perry with the What Would Jesus Do trademark, she opened my eyes to some other things that I needed to consider, and I appreciate her for that. Because that lady has been doing quite a bit. And you just kind of have to watch what folks do, and also be concerned, or I should say, what word is that, particular about people that you share things with. Because she's not the first person that expressed that story that Tyler Perry has stolen something from them. Because we all remember the Diary of a Mad Black Woman in that whole situation. But I was like, oh, you have to be careful. So that's the first one, being too cheap. You got to make sure. And you don't want to be in a situation where you're facing a lawsuit because you're not taking the time to research and do the things necessary. So just saying.
Do your research.
You got to do your research. So also, if you know an attorney or have an attorney, which we do on staff, I appreciate you. Sean Tate, he clicked like on the whole situation. Thank you. He and I have known each other since college. Matter of fact, so we have a great relationship. He's between Detroit and Atlanta on a regular basis. So I definitely appreciate that. So having him on staff to be able to run things past is also a great thing. Learning number 2, not learning all you can about marketing, branding, and selling.
Constant education is constantly thirst for knowledge, right?
Yeah.
You're still going to learn every day.
Yeah, you got to learn. You got to stay
Learn from your mistakes, too.
A teachable type situation. Other than that, nobody can tell you anything. So, you want to definitely do that. The third one is not networking. How many people do you know that don't like that?
I mean, there's a few. Some people are adamant. That's just what they are.
Yeah. There are some, I know people on both ends of the spectrum that some may really like to network, and then there's some that really could care less. And it's always interesting to me, those who don't like the network, how do you expect to get the word out about what it is that you do? You got to network with other people and other businesses so that you are successful. Just saying. Number 4, not knowing your full value. Have you had some or run across people that have undervalued what it is that they know, the type of experience that they have? Have you?
Yeah, and I've been in that spot, so.
Yes, you have. Like, Doug, you do a lot. I don't know, man. Doug, you do a lot good. And you have a lot of experience, so I appreciate you.
Checks in the mail.
and I appreciate it. So, it's just interesting how sometimes other people are able to point out values and strengths that you have that you're not even paying attention to. So, just they're suggesting that you ask people that you know, past mentors, to give 5 or 6 words that describe you. I don't know about that, but at any rate, not knowing your full value. Number 5, this is the last one for me, and I'll hand the mic to you. Not learning from your mistakes. That's a mistake. You must learn from your mistakes. Don't do the same thing over and over again. Good God.
Yeah, don't repeat history.
It's not working. It's not working. Change it up and do something different. Therefore, you've effectively, what's that saying?
Fail fast, fail forward.
Wasn't thinking of that one, but okay. Okay. But if you continue to do the same thing, expecting a different result, that is the definition of insanity. It's not going to, it's going to keep happening over and over again. So thinking, well, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. It's going to change. I'm going to do it again. No, it's not. It's already proven itself the way that it is. So just saying, not learning from your mistakes is ridiculous. We all make mistakes as business owners. You're going to. Entrepreneurs, you're going to. Musicians, doesn't matter. You're going to make mistakes. All of us do. But you have to learn from that. And also, I want to add this in. Having a mentor or somebody who is, experienced in, let me say this too. Don't get a mentor that hasn't succeeded in that. That's not a mentor. That's stupid. I've seen folks like that. You want to talk to somebody who they're not even doing anything. For what? It's crazy. So you find somebody in that field that is well established, and if they want to extend their hand to you, take it. Jeez, you can learn a whole lot from that. Lady Fresh, what you got?
Well, I got a couple of things I'm going to put on the social media angle here, but a good friend of mine, Lamar and Ronnie Tyler, they have one of the top-rated blogs and websites called Black and Married with Kids, happilyblackandmarriedkids.com. They're a couples blogger.
Cool.
And but Lamar's always had this phrase called "the gatekeepers are gone. Hustle plus technology equals success." And Lamar is talking about how to break out. This is a new era of how you break out in the media. Back in the day, you had to go through all kinds of hassles, media, record spins, all this. He really gets into different tips and how to break through. The gatekeepers are gone. You have a media. You're your own media company. You can create your own videos, your own
Yes,
content.
you can.
I'm going to get into more of that in future shows, but I just skimmed through his book he sent me, and there's a wealth of knowledge, and I just have to get him on the show. That's all there is to it.
So, if it goes by, can we have him on?
Him and Ronnie him and the Tylers are based out of here in Atlanta.
Oh, that's hot.
And
we need to have you on.
They've been featured in one of the top power couples in Ebony magazine and a lot of other things. So they really do. I always have the joke, is Black and Married with Kids, happilyblackandmarriedkids.com. And I'm saying I'm total opposite. I'm single and not happy or married. Caucasian with no kids.com. But it's all good. But their message is really powerful. But he's just released this new book. And I'm going to lead off with, he talks about 5 mistakes social media newbies tend to make.
All right.
First of all, you're not consistent in engaging your audience via social media. You put stuff out there, but you're not consistent with your message. That being said, you may do a post once in a while, and then you take a year break and you come back. So I think that's what he's talking about is consistency.
Yes.
Number 2, not sharing content that adds value to your audience. Again, you got to know who your audience is. You got to share value. You're just talking about stuff that's a bunch of ish, doesn't relate to your audience. It's no value.
Ridiculous.
They'll click and go somewhere else. Not working to create a genuine relationship. You know how that is. I follow you. I'm jocking you to get on your space, but there's no mutual benefit. Ways.
There's got to be a mutual benefit. That's just the way I feel.
And that leads to number 4. Only working to benefit themselves. It's me, 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 and not understanding what your brand is or your value, which leads me to what you were saying in the last post.
Yes.
So basically, there's a lot more tidbits in this book. Gatekeepers are gone. Using technology to help brand yourself. And I'm going to definitely get more of this as future segments of the show. And I'm just going to have to get them on the show to talk about their success as bloggers, plus the entrepreneur spirit that they have.
How did you connect with them? I mean, to where you
I met. It's funny. I met Lamar here in Atlanta at a meetup, networking thing, and then I met his wife. I met him a few times a day. It was called Atlanta Video Boot Camp with Amani Channel, who's another person I'm trying to get a Showtime meeting with on Friday.
Cool.
They're having a digital boot camp coming up. I think it's August 26th on how to use mobile video. You know?
Oh, that's hot.
So him and he's going to meet with him Friday. But I met him at the camp. He spoke on the gatekeepers of con, how to get your brand out there through other channels, how to be a self-publisher, how to use video, how to write, how to blog, how to be your own
That's
media.
what the whole thing was about?
That was what Lamar's thing was.
Okay, gotcha.
That whole boot camp had everything from editing to video to all that. But this one's going to, one coming up in July in a couple of weeks is specifically going to be on mobile video.
That's hot.
So I met Lamar through networking. I met him at the event, and then they run the local chapter of Blogalicious in Atlanta. He got me on board through that, which I did testimonial videos for that. And then I got on board with the national conference in D.C., which I did that big event. So he's been instrumental in networking. He gets it. He gets the vision, and it's good people to know. So
That's hot.
So that's
See,
my
networking
story.
How often do you go to networking events?
I try to go as much as I can. Last one was last Thursday. I went to Get Connected in Atlanta, film industry, entertainment here in Atlanta. Shout out to Autumn Bailey Entertainment. Good time. There's always something going on. So I think it's important. I think more importantly, though, as a new business owner, you need to follow up after you go to these events. You get a bunch of cards, you know.
That's why a lot of people fall down. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, hey, I'm going to definitely get back to you. Hey, I'm going to connect with you. Hey, man, I got your card. We'll definitely talk. You hear all the chatter. That gets frustrating when you go to an event. Let's say oh man, and especially when I've gone, I've connected with 20 people. I'm going, oh yeah, this is going to be good. I'm going to try to build something here. Then crickets.
Oh man,
you know,
you're right.
I've learned that I look at every opportunity as a chance to network and build a relationship, but I don't get caught up in it anymore. And what I mean by that, I don't think it's the be all to end all. So I'm kind of selective in that. I follow up with everybody I meet. I try to anyway. I'm not saying everybody I meet, but I try to make an effort. I'll reach out. I'll email you. I'll call you. I'll do it a couple of times. If not, then your response it's time to move on.
You know what's so interesting? We were talking about Terry Moore earlier, right?
Yes.
Terry Moore just hit me up. He just hit me up.
What's up, Terry?
He just hit me up, and what he's saying, he's talking about the boot camp. Wait a minute. The Falcons training camp. That's what it is.
Okay.
That's happening here soon, and he's asking if we want to be there this Saturday. I think I want to go.
Put me down.
All right,
you got
Terry.
tickets?
Hey, that's what he just hit me just now. He was like, hey.
I'd like to talk to Mr. Moore a little bit about self-publishing too, how he was doing with
Yeah,
that.
Terry, you want to holler at you.
So, which leads me to another chapter in this book.
And
So bottom line is there's resources out there.
it's a lot of them.
And you can level the playing field now with today's networking and social media. But how do you do that? How do you, build these relationships? It's one thing that, like everybody's saying, you got to create value. It can't be a one-way street.
No, it can't be. You have to have something that you're offering, something you're bringing to the table.
Right.
Something. In the very beginning, like when I came to Atlanta, there was a lot of things that I wanted to do, but I had no idea. But I already had previous relationships in entertainment that I didn't know what direction it was going to take me, but I knew to always treat people with the utmost respect because you never know who you meet later on. And with all the performances that I was doing in New York, I loved being in New York. I just can't live there as far as, it's expensive, man, to live up there. So all of the people that I met, the DJs, the artists, the promoters, the publicists, I didn't know what I might need them for later, but I was still keeping contact with them throughout the years. And then I let them know that I moved down here to Atlanta. They was like, oh, you need to meet such and such. And I'll go to different places and meet that person. And then I ended up meeting, other folks like Carol, Dominic Mitchell, who, ended up being a great mentor to me as far as the music business is concerned. With Universal for like more than 20 years. He had a lot of stuff to share, and I appreciated him for that. So just being able to branch out and treating people right, because within entertainment it's a very small circle. It's smaller than a lot of people think. I know from the outside, it just looked like, dang, there's just so many, but it's really, folks, everybody knows everybody. Everybody does. They can pretty much pick up the phone and call somebody. And if you do somebody real dirty, it'll get back quickly. I mean, you can almost basically blackball yourself. So, just treating people with the utmost respect, regardless of who they are. So if you're a new entrepreneur, whatever field that you're in, you want to get to know those people that are in the field that you want to go in, as you're learning your craft, as you're building it, and growing it. And then some of them, you can start off just asking advice. Just asking advice. And there's a lot of people that will give you advice freely. I would stay away from those that all of a sudden want to turn your asking a question into a consultation that they want you to pay for. I dealt with that before. I asked when I was starting the station, and I asked this individual, well, what phone service do you use? Oh, well, you need to make an appointment with my assistant to come by. What? Make an appointment for what? What phone service do you use? That's all I'm asking. And he was talking about he wanted to charge me just to tell me that he uses Skype. Really? What kind of? I'm just saying, there are some people that are opportunists and they're not, genuinely trying to help you. There are those that are just trying to come up. But like I said, you're going to run into all kinds, but don't treat people the same way that they treated you in entertainment.
Right.
I hate to say it, but, you don't ever want them to have something negative to come back and say that what you've done or didn't do. So that's pretty much it. That's all I got, man.
That's it.
What did you say the name of that book was again?
It's called The Gatekeepers Are Gone. Hustle plus technology equals success.
And the author?
Lamar Tyler.
All right, Lamar Tyler. And your wife?
Ronnie Tyler.
Ronnie, we definitely want you in. I think that'll be real hot for them to come into the show. Sound like they got a whole lot to offer too.
No, I mean generally good people and good stuff. That's when networking pays off.
Yes, it does. So we appreciate you guys for tuning in and hanging out with us today. If you haven't done it already, make sure you go to TheBeatDropsRadio.com, click on the F, and it'll take you directly to our Facebook page. Like it and share it with your friends. You can suggest it, right? Just saying, suggest it. Follow us on Twitter at BeatDropsRadio. BeatDropsRadio, that's our Twitter. And my Instagram is Bianca_Burwell. Follow me, I'll follow you back. Dougie Fresh.
Real quick on that, as Bianca listed a bunch of social media channels, one more excerpt from this book. It says, due to the rise of social media and the dramatic decrease of technology costs, the gatekeepers are gone. So by leveraging social media, it's a lot easier to start your own media company now.
Yeah.
With the power of a cell phone and YouTube and social networking. On that, you can check me out at socialsellingtv.com. Google me, Doug Lehman, Lehman, your Atlanta video brand ambassador, putting it to you in layman's terms for TheBeatDropsRadio.com.
That's what I'm talking about, man. I appreciate you, dude. We'll see you on tomorrow. Again, stay tuned tonight from 7 to 9 p.m. Full Belly Radio. Dave Tolliver, Jay Millie, and El Garth will be in the building. They always have a whole bunch of folk. Man, last week we had 19 people in the station, dude.
How many today? What's the bet?
I don't know how many. It's going to be, I hope
12.
It gets hot real fast because it's just like folk everywhere.
You know who's coming in? We don't know.
I don't know, but stay tuned.
Okay. A lot of questions. I know we're trying to close it out here.
Definitely trying to close it out, so keep it like right here on the Beat Drops Radio. We appreciate you hanging with us. We'll see you on tomorrow, same time, same station.